So we'll start as usual with saluting the shrine. And would somebody like to volunteer to be my kind of respondent? I'll lead the usual saluting the shrine, but nice to have somebody kind of echoing it on behalf of all of us.
I'll do that if you like.
Dana Ketu from East Kent, thank you very much. So your sound is working, yes?
Mine, yes, I think so. Yes.
Yes, great. So we'll salute the shrine, and then we'll also do the homage to the six elements. And Dana Ketu, if you're willing to be the echo for that as well, that would be great.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then I'll lead us in the a session of the Metabhavana, practice of loving kindness. So saluting the shrine, saluting the three jewels, the kind of ideal of the Buddhist path. Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Dharmaya.
Namo Dhammaya.
Namo Sanghaya.
Namo Sanghaya.
Namo Namah.
Namo Namah.
Om.
Om.
Ah.
Ah.
Om.
Om.
And we'll do the homage to the six elements. Very beautiful little set of verses, composed, I think, especially for this retreat. So again, in call and response. In gratitude, I bow to earth.
In gratitude, I bow to earth.
Kiss her as I walk each step.
Kiss her as I walk each step.
All that is solid.
All that is solid.
All that is form.
All that is form.
Is blessed and blessing.
Is blessed and blessing.
In gratitude, I bow to water.
In gratitude, I bow to water.
Feel the movement of liquid.
Feel the movement of liquid.
Through my veins.
Through my veins.
Lips.
Lips.
And eyes.
And eyes.
All that flows.
All that flows.
Is blessed and is blessing and blessed.
Is blessing and blessed.
In gratitude, I bow to fire.
In gratitude, I bow to fire.
Witnessing transformation.
Witnessing transformation.
Through heat and light.
Through heat and light.
All that metabolizes.
All that metabolizes.
Is renewed.
Is renewed.
Refreshed.
Refreshed.
Regrown.
Regrown.
In gratitude, I bow to air.
In gratitude, I bow to air.
Invisible and seen.
Invisible and seen.
In the dances of all.
In the dances of all.
All that moves and waves.
All that moves and waves.
Is calling and called.
Is calling and called.
In gratitude, I bow to space.
In gratitude, I bow to space.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Always.
Always.
Vast and present.
Fast and present.
Everything in its own perfection.
Everything in its own perfection.
Is holding and held.
Is holding and held.
In gratitude, I bow to consciousness.
In gratitude, I bow to consciousness.
The mysterious knowing of the known.
The mysterious knowing of the known.
No doer or deed is found,
No doer or deed is found,
yet everything abounds.
yet everything abounds.
So we'll share a period of meditation together. We'll meditate for about 35 minutes or so, which is very much working with this mysterious element of consciousness. Kind of taking our consciousness in whatever shape or form it is in the present moment, and kind of working with it gently and creatively to kind of guide it into a more happy, developed, refined, joyful, metaful consciousness. And it's a kind of article of faith in Buddhism that it's possible to work with your consciousness. Whatever its starting point, there's always something creative you can do to kind of take it forwards, to help it evolve, to help it fulfill its natural potential. So I invite us to share in that this morning. We'll do a period of the metta bhavana, development of loving kindness. But the starting point always is becoming aware of exactly how you are, where you are in the present moment. So just taking as a first step the opportunity to kind of tune in to yourself. Your body, as it sits, rests, is supported on the ground. Its various sensations and aches and pains and energies. Becoming aware of that, but making sure your awareness has a kindly quality to it. You're kind of embracing yourself, not judging yourself. Whatever it is, this is you at this moment as we begin. Kind of gently taking your awareness into your body, letting go of any tension if you can, or just holding it with kindly awareness if you can't. Kind of trusting that nothing is fixed, everything can change and will change. Becoming aware of your mood, your emotions, as we begin this meditation. Again, with a kindly awareness, accepting however you are, it's real, it's your present experience, it's your starting point, and just kind of resolving to embrace that, but work with it as appropriate. Quite helpful to literally name what's going on with words. You're sleepy, you're grumpy, you're bubbly, you're curious, whatever it might be. Kind of naming things brings them into focus a bit, makes it a bit clearer how you might need to work. Staying awake, calming down, avoiding obsessions, whatever it might be. Becoming aware of your mind, whatever's going on in your head, thoughts, preoccupations, distractions, anxieties, kind of being aware of them without getting caught by them. A little bit tricky, but kind of marking them and letting them go. So beginning the meditation with a very full sense of your whole being, body, mood, mind, everything as we begin. Holding it all in this kindly awareness. The awareness functioning as a kind of container holding the whole of us. And you might have quite strong things going on. You need to stop it kind of overflowing and exploding. Or you might have very delicate little things going on. It needs to be contained like a plant pot contains a seed, helps it to grow and emerge. So our awareness kind of works either way, as a container. And then looking for some kind of starting point for the metta, loving kindness meditation, finding a spark of metta towards ourselves. May I be well, may I be happy, may I be free from suffering, may I grow and develop. Kind of finding that aspiration and kind of feeding it with our awareness, like you might water a plant. So beginning the meditation, working in whatever way is most appropriate for yourself at the moment. Coming back to the practice if you get distracted, feeling free to try a different approach if something's not working. So quite light, playful, curious, flowing into the practice. So as we meditate, hopefully finding and feeding this spark of loving kindness, well-wishing towards ourselves, maybe reflecting, if you wish, that nothing about us is fixed. Every time we breathe out, a little bit of air that was inside us is shared with the universe. Every time we breathe in, a whole fresh bit of air becomes briefly part of us. And in so many other ways, we are constantly exchanging who we are, what we are, with the rest of the universe. So kind of getting a sense of this connection between something that's not really fixed, but we call it me, and all these other people and things which are also not really fixed, but we call them others. Just opening our eyes and looking at the screen, I can see 20, 30, 40 other people who I'm connected with. Kind of sharing the same intentions, same aspirations at this moment in time. And moving on to the second stage, out of this whole network of connection, choosing somebody who's a friend of yours. There's a natural well-wishing there. Bringing somebody to mind, doesn't really matter who, just a friend for whom you have the natural emotions of friendship, well-wishing, appreciation, kindness, and so on. And kind of expanding your own self-metta, self-well-wishing to include them. May they be well. May they be happy. May they be free from suffering. So moving on to the second stage of the 5 stages of this practice. If you find yourself distracted for any reason, just bringing yourself back gently, firmly, again and again, as soon as you become aware of it. Not beating yourself up, just kind of remembering the basic intention for this half hour. To follow the mindful, the metta bhavana meditation. And continuing to be creative with how you approach the practice. Finding a different way if something's not working, a bit like water. It will always find a way forwards, always discover new pathways. So using words, if that works for you, may I be well, may I be happy. Using memories as a kind of starting point, for instance with you and your friend, good times together. Kind of using symbols, imaginatively giving your friend a gift, a little gift, as a kind of symbol of that friendship, that well-wishing. Or simply holding them in awareness, if that works for you. Letting the kind of magic of metta flow. So moving on again, beginning the third stage of our meditation, kind of expanding our circle of metta or well-wishing a bit further, beyond our natural boundaries, if you like, and just bringing to mind somebody who there's some connection with, but there's no particular feeling, what we call a neutral person. So bringing them to mind and allowing your metta to include them too. Even though you don't know them, there they are. They're human, there's some relationship with you, and hey, may they be well, may they be happy, may they be free from suffering. Maybe coming back to this web of connection we have with literally thousands of people around the world. Every time we purchase something, every time we walk down the street, every time we look around, there's other people. There's all sorts of connections we have. Looking at the screen of this meditation, here we all are. So choosing somebody, bringing them to mind, and sharing our well-wishing with them as well. Maybe looking for a sense of abundance. There's no question of martyring yourself, giving something up, not enough to go round. There's a kind of overflowing. A bit like the elements. There's plenty of earth, plenty of water, plenty of air, plenty of fire in the world. As always, coming back to yourself anytime you need to, connecting with this fundamental well-wishing for yourself. May I be happy, may I be well, may I be free from suffering, and then expanding outwards from there as and when you feel ready. And once again, preparing to expand our circle of metta, fourth stage of this meditation. And bringing to mind somebody, again, it doesn't really matter who, that we have some difficulties with in our lives at this moment. So again, going a bit beyond our natural well-wishing, but choosing somebody where there's a bit of difficulty and including them as well, despite the difficulties, notwithstanding the difficulties. May they be well, may they be happy, may they be free from suffering. You're not rubbing out whatever's happened, but you're kind of transcending it. Choosing somebody you feel you can work with it. You know, there's something that's in the way, but it's not going to overwhelm you. So not your worst ever enemy, just somebody where there's a difficulty. And again, choosing some way to work that feels like it will be effective for you, using words, using memories, using symbolic gestures, or just holding them in your awareness. May they be well, may they be happy, may they be free from suffering. So the fourth stage of the meditation. As always, coming back to ourselves anytime we become distracted, our own fundamental well-wishing towards ourselves, then expanding out again to include friend, neutral person, difficult person, whenever we feel ready. We're kind of reflecting now that those individuals stand for whole categories of people. We have many friends. We have thousands of neutral people surrounding us, pretty much everybody, really. We have probably a few difficult people in our lives. So one way or another, they stand for everyone around us. So in the last stage of the meditation, kind of looking for this universal, unconditional well-wishing, this loving kindness or metta. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free from suffering. Starting with yourself, but just moving out to include all life. Humans, non-humans, near and far, visible and invisible, and so on and so on. So in the last stage, taking this feeling of well-wishing, metta bhavana, and kind of expanding it unconditionally. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free from suffering. Looking for a sense of abundance. There's no question of sacrificing your own well-wishing and so on. It's more like sharing it with whoever you happen to meet at any moment. I think as we do this, we're not looking for some kind of superhuman ability to do everything for everyone, solving the world's problems, which would be impossible. We're looking for a kind of sense of lightness, effortlessness, alongside this universal well-wishing. It's more like you have a fundamental attitude of goodwill, and then if you happen to meet any particular person, there it is, bang, ready to kind of respond. But there's no need to run around solving the world's problems. It's more like you have an inner richness and abundance, and you naturally share it with anyone you happen to come in contact with. So almost a sense of playfulness as well. How shall we respond to this person, or this person, or this person? As we prepare to end the meditation and kind of go about our day, carrying this well-wishing with us, this ability to respond with loving kindness, with well-wishing, with metta. Kind of reflecting that as we do meet people, we'll meet people in all situations, in all states. So we'll meet with people who are suffering, when our metta may come out naturally as compassion, as kind of care, as response to that suffering. We might meet people who are happy, experiencing joy and good fortune, and we will naturally rejoice with them, share in their pleasure, their good fortune. We might meet people in very sensitive, delicate states, but we need to just help hold them, hold their experience as they work through it. We might meet people behaving very kind of rashly, badly, willfully, but we've got to kind of find the strength to meet that as well, even to confront it, who knows. So metta, it just flows, it just responds, it just spontaneously knows what to do in any particular situation. If we have this fundamental attitude embedded within us, we don't need to worry how to do this or that. We just kind of go about responding as we meet situations. So preparing to end the meditation, just coming back to yourself, sitting quietly wherever you are, giving yourself a bit of space to absorb any fruits of the practice, any insights, any reflections. And in a minute or two, I'll ring the bell and we can end the meditation. So thank you, everybody.